Welcome to Media Maniacs. I'm Russell Courier.
I'm Jamie Hughes.
We review everything, and we're
just crazy enough to do it.
Yes, we are.
Our job.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah, and I love it. All right.
Do you really love it?
I love being crazy. Yes, I do. I love being a maniac.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what's up, my friend?
Well, what's up is we're going to be talking about Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
We had been talking about this, how, I think almost every show we kind of get to it somehow, like with an actor or whatever, but
yeah,
a lot of star-studded people came out of that film.
Very true, very true.
I mean, your number one, I would have to say Sean Penn.
Yeah, he's just progressed so far with his acting career after Fast Times, and it's funny how you just see him play the stoner character and then go on to do great movies like I Am Sam or
right.
I can't think of any other movies off the top of my head. 27 Grams was another good movie with him.
Exactly. I mean, totally a broad-based actor. Just one of the many that were in that film.
Like the guy who played Mr. Hand, who just passed away recently, about a couple years ago.
Yeah, Ray Walston, who actually had a pretty good television career, and he was almost typecast in TV. He was My Favorite Martian, the original My Favorite Martian with Bill Bixby.
And I remember seeing him in the movie with Christopher Lloyd and can't remember his name. He was
it'll pop up there.
Oh no, I can remember it right now. I'll just give me a second. Dumb and Dumber. He was Harry. Jeff Daniels.
There
Jeff
you
Daniels.
Go. Okay, well
I'm good at that.
He got it. See, there you go. You guys were at home waiting, and it came in. There we go. But Ray Walston actually he almost got typecast in that time. And when they put him in the movie, it was kind of like refreshing for somebody in my age range, because when we saw it, and what a perfect teacher.
Aloha, my name is Mr. Hand.
Yeah, exactly, Ray Walston. And then there was actually another teacher in there, and he actually, I believe this guy passed away as well, like Mr. Vargas.
Yeah.
But his also, you see him in the movie Ghost. He is the disgruntled ghost on the train that teaches Patrick Swayze how to kick the can.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then a figure of speech.
Well,
good choice of words.
That was an accident.
Yeah, but now that you say that, I remember him in that, as well as like Batman Returns.
His name, and I hope I get the last name right, but he passed away also. Vincent Schiavelli is what his name. He played Mr. Vargas with the in the movie Fast Times. Another one that you probably remember is Judge Reinhold.
Yes, of course, Judge Reinhold.
Probably got almost part of the series of the Beverly Hills Cop series.
Yep, that as well as doing 3 movies of the Santa Claus,
right,
which we were talking about last episode. But right now what we're talking about is where are they now, kind of. So Judge Reinhold, besides that, what is he doing now? Have you looked into what he's doing or anything? Well,
Judge Reinhold, he's continuing his acting career. Of all of them, he's probably the one that's kept, other than Sean Penn. I'll go back to Sean Penn, but Judge Reinhold has kept his acting career going, and obviously the other two we were talking about, they died, so I guess that stopped. Yeah, so that was kind of the first thing to get that out of the way before we talk about where are the other actors nowadays. Right, exactly. And to honor them, just admire how good actors they were. Oh yeah, for sure. The one young lady, which Jennifer Jason Leigh, she was in the original Red Dawn? The original with the one that was made in the 80s, actually. I think she might have been, yeah. And with Patrick Swayze and those guys. But it's a cool film. It's you want to show it with obviously with the people my age range, we saw when it first came out. But even the kids could watch this movie, and it's back to high school type movie. And and you know what, friends of mine loved the movie. I loved Fast Times at Ridgemont High when we were going to school. One of my friends, Blake, he was talking about how he wished high school dances were like the one at the end of that movie. Oh yeah, well the other actors that we were going to talk about too that were in the film, and I know we talked about this back probably a few shows ago, was Nicholas Coppola makes an appearance as an extra almost in the film. And he was supposed to have a talking role, but they cut that out of the movie in editing. Right, and then you had Eric Stoltz, who went on. He was in Mask, but he was one of the stoners with Sean Penn.
Yeah.
And another one popular in the 80s, and he would later go on to be on ER, the TV show ER, Anthony Edwards. Okay. And actually, Anthony Edwards, probably one of his big movies would have been Goose in the Top Gun with Tom Cruise.
Oh, he was Goose. I never watched Top Gun.
Yeah, he was actually the guy that gets Tom Cruise all messed up because he dies in the film, and they're friends.
I also remember seeing him in Pulp Fiction with
for sure.
John Travolta.
Who wasn't in Pulp Fiction?
Yeah, pretty much everyone was in Pulp Fiction. Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, a lot of good people.
Right, but I mean, a movie that kind of generated a lot of stars. I mean, we talked about the John Hughes era with movies and stuff, and I mean, that whole group of, young actors and actresses went on to do things, and a lot of the things, a lot of the actors you see today, maybe on the big screen, when they got their start, they, obviously they were child actors and stuff. And I mean, I always have a good time watching it. It's not a movie I'll go out of my way to watch, but I love watching Fast Times. I love watching. It's
such a great, funny movie, and also you kind of see the bit of struggle with relationships and all that with the girl in there with Rat's friend, who I haven't seen him much.
Damone. Now Damone, I tried to find information, and it looked like he gave up. There's not too much acting going on with him.
Last movie I saw him in was either the movie American Pie Book of Love, or
he was in that. Okay.
Yeah, he was in a small role. It's like a doctor or something like that. Okay. And he was also in The Runaways. He was playing the guitar teacher who taught Joan Jett.
Oh, you're right about that. Okay.
Yeah, and he was like, "Girls don't play electric guitar" or something like that. I heard that line. I'm just like, oh, Joan Jett's gonna kick it and say, screw you.
Well, there's another one that we're missing. Was Phoebe Cates.
Yeah, and Phoebe Cates, she hasn't done much for acting recently.
She's married to, I'm trying to think.
Kevin Kline.
Kevin Kline, right. And Kevin.
They have a couple kids together. Yeah, she's kind of stepped back from the acting scene and all that.
Right.
But I don't think that's permanent. I think she might get back into that.
Well, they all do. I mean,
it's like you take a break and then you go back. It's not,
Sometimes your priorities get, she's raising the kids at home and that, but I mean, they, as I say, the film, I always thought it was funny. I mean, there was like, you can pick your parts out, like when Sean Penn, orders the pizza in the school, and I mean that's a funny part. And then the other,
basically any scene in the classroom with Sean Penn and with Spicoli and Mr. Hand, it was all funny. Especially when Spicoli comes in after a guy brings him, he's like, "Hey, there's no birthday party for me in here."
Yeah. Or how about when Spicoli and the stoners walk into the I don't know, the fast food place
and they take off their shirts right off.
No shirt, no shoes, no dice.
Just Sean Penn in that movie is just
right. Go get the movie. I guess what we're telling you. Go get it and see if you can recognize anybody that you might, not, who've actually gone on. Like I say, Sean Penn and
Forrest Whitaker. Why haven't we even talked about
Forrest Whitaker? Oh,
yeah, he was the football character, the football quarterback or linebacker or something in that movie. And I just love
my non-sports friend here, who's going to get assigned a sports movie next show.
Yeah.
Okay, but Forrest Whitaker, many people.
Yeah, and I just love that scene where Spicoli just trashes the car and he's like, "I can fix it," and I'm just like, "How is he gonna fix this?" And then they just spray Ridgemont, kill Ridgemont all over the car, and it's just like that was extra drive for them to win the game. I thought that was kind of funny.
It was good.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. Definitely check it out. You probably get it for a few bucks at any movie or.
They pair them up
store.
now. I guess they put two on a DVD. I guess.
Yeah, they probably do something like that. Probably a 2-box set. Yeah. Anyway.
We got to wrap this little cookie up.
Yeah, and when we come back, we're going to be showing a little bit of Youmacon footage that we didn't use from last time. So.
Yes, stay there.
Take off your hat, throw it in the corner. Take off your hat, throw it in the corner. Take off your hat, throw it in the corner. I don't see why you stay a little longer. I'm talking about Boozoo. Woo! Boozoo, that's who. Yeah.
Hi everyone, don't forget you can purchase DVDs of your favorite shows from OCTV, whether it's Minutes by Minute, our Community Access, or Connie's Kitchen. Just call the station. Our number is 248-628-9658. Enjoy watching all of our shows on OCTV.
Youmacon 2015. It rolls on, and everybody's enjoying themselves and having a great time. And today we're catching up with some interesting characters. What's your name?
Stephanie.
And what is your name?
Matthew.
What character do you represent here?
I'm Ratchet, and this is Clank.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Wait, probably not going to talk, right?
No, he's not.
Oh, he's kind of quiet today. Okay. And what is your character?
I'm the Great Fairy from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Oh, excellent. Are you enjoying your time down here at Youmacon?
Yeah, I've been coming here for 5 years, so I'm having a good time every year.
Guess what? I didn't even have to ask the second question. You said you've been here for, how about yourself?
4 years, and I'm having a great time.
You guys from the local area?
Yeah, we're from Chesterfield in the Baltimore area, so we're about 35 minutes away.
Okay. Highlight of Youmacon 2015. If you could just say one thing that just stood out this year or maybe other years, what would it be?
Ooh, a highlight was one year there was a giant cat bus here. It was a group of people. It was the largest cosplay I've ever seen, but my cosplay last Saturday was pretty large too. So.
Okay. What about your highlight?
My highlight was a year ago. I went as Rocket Raccoon, and I actually ran into the other Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
The Galaxy pictures. And then this year I ran into a Sly Cooper. So we were able to do PlayStation Heroes pictures, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you've been here 5 years. You're going to probably come back for number 6. We'll catch you here.
Absolutely.
Now, I mean, I have to ask this. I'm kind of like new to the Youmacon thing here. Every year, do you like reinvent yourself, or do you come as somebody else, or do you just do the same character? I mean, let me know.
Oh, absolutely. I run my own cosplay blog. I never do the same character twice. If it is a similar character, it's a completely different outfit.
Oh, awesome. How about yourself?
Each year at Youmacon I do a different costume, but Ratchet and Clank I've done for a while, and I just keep adding on to it. Like the gun, this was a gun I premiered at Yuma. So this is new for Yuma. I did the gun.
Show us that big gun there.
This is my custom Rhino. Its nickname is Old Painless.
Old Painless. Okay. Well, you guys, I really appreciate you stopping by and talking to us here, and I hope hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of your day here in Detroit.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Your name, sir?
Gregory Cummins.
Now, Greg, what is your responsibility here right now with Youmacon?
I'm the director of press and media.
We had to talk to him to be able to get here. You've been here obviously all weekend long, and have you had an enjoyable time?
Yeah, it's been a lot of running around and getting everybody situated, but it's pretty good overall.
For your Youmacon, I know it's like probably like a work and pleasure type thing back and forth and stuff. What would you say some of the highlights for this year's festival?
The dances were really good this year. Our game room was amazing. Our dealer's hall was huge and amazing. Good selection all over there. We had a huge amount of guests all over the place.
Do you find the hospitality here in Detroit? I mean, you're not from around the local area. Do you find it? Everybody's having a good time with it and everybody's being taken care of?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we got everybody thinks Detroit's a scary place. We have, police and everything around to keep everybody safe. We got our own security team keeping everybody safe. There's plenty of restaurants inside the Renaissance Center to eat at. There's plenty of hotels around. There's other restaurants outside. There's plenty of stuff to do even outside the convention.
Well, I know you were really busy a week prior to this. Again, I really appreciate you allowing us to come down and maybe capture just a little bit of it on video and get it out there to the public, and maybe more next year. We'll get more people down here as well. I mean, you have a lot of people anyway.
Yeah, we do. We try and get as many groups in here as we can. Obviously, we can't give it to everybody, but
understandable. Well, I trapped you as you were just telling me you were on your way to go somewhere. I didn't mean to bother you, but hey, Greg, we will maybe definitely talk to you about next year again.
Yep. I'll see you guys next year.
Okay. Greg, we appreciate it from Youmacon 2015. He helped us out, get down here and capture some of this. He's going to go where he was going to go. We're going to try to capture more of it. Under the sea, under the sea. What's your name?
Lacey.
My best. I will never sing again, okay? And tell us who you are, even though I kind of gave it away, right?
I am a modern-day interpretation of Ariel.
Under the sea, kiss the girl. Okay, right. Did you have fun here?
Absolutely. It's quite possibly the best weekend of the year.
Have you been to other Youmacons, I would say?
I have. I actually have been going since before it was at the Renaissance.
Oh, now where was it before? I mean, that's something I didn't know about. What would it?
It was at a hotel in Dearborn.
Okay.
Much smaller.
Now, do you like it better here at the Renaissance Center?
Oh, absolutely. There's so much more to do. There's more people. It's fantastic.
Highlight in your mind for this year, maybe even past, what just stands out for Youmacons?
I would say that a lot of the celebrity panels are actually really great. So yesterday I went to one with Vic Mignogna, and it was fantastic. He was just very inspirational to all of us, and he's just an all-around fantastic person.
Now, when you're not here at Youmacon, what do you do?
I am a student at the University of Michigan, and I study chemical engineering.
Oh, not bad at all.
Yeah, it's a nice getaway.
You enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
Not too bad at all. Anybody want to say hi to anybody out in Ann Arbor?
Hi to Rachel and all of my sorority sisters.
Well, under the sea. Okay, anyways, have yourself a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Again, I will not sing again next year, okay? We are still having a good time to 2015 Youmacon. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. You know, the thing is, you need to enjoy it by coming down and taking part in it. One of many. Your name?
Layla?
And did you enjoy yourself down here?
Heck yes, I did.
Where are you from? What area?
From Toledo, Ohio.
We've had another Toledo person a bit earlier. Now, tell me some of the highlights of Youmacon 2015 that you remember.
I would say this year for me, the concerts were a big highlight. Last year I didn't really go to a lot of the concerts, so this year that was pretty great. And it's always, the video room, the gaming room is always a big highlight for me and my group of friends.
Oh, you guys enjoy it down there a lot. And now, I mean, do you, as I say, with the Youmacon here in Detroit, I mean, it's not too far from Toledo. I mean, do you think you'll be back again?
Yep, definitely. This is our second year, and I think every year we're just going to keep bringing back more friends.
That's what everybody's saying. They want to bring more friends and let them get involved with it and everything. What are some other things that took place here that you can remember throughout the weekend? Have you been here all 4 days?
Yes. Another thing, I guess, the cosplays are always really cool to see.
Okay.
Walking around and, seeing the different cosplays. Something else.
Oh, you're fine. No, I mean, you just had a good time all in all and enjoyed yourself.
Heck yeah. It's always a good time.
Anybody you want to say hi to in Toledo?
Hi, Mom and Dad, I guess.
And yes, we are checking in with people from Youmacon 2015. It's almost a wrap-up here, but I'll tell you, a lot of the action still going on down here in the Motor City, Detroit 2015. And I'm going to cut up with these two young ladies. What is your name?
Angela.
And your name?
I'm Shay.
And what are you guys representing here? I mean, what's it all about?
We are being Sailor Moon, but we're doing our own spin on it with punk rock.
Wow, that's not bad. This looks great. And have you guys been here all 3 days, or?
She was here for 3. I had to work, so I got here for 2.
Oh, okay. Are you guys from around the local area here?
No, we're actually from the Fenton area, so just outside of Flint.
That's not bad. Hey, I know a lot of people up in that area. And so you guys, are you finding it enjoyable down here?
It's always a blast. We love to see how many panels there are, and it's always fun to meet new people in costume.
Yeah, no, with the Youmacon being here in Detroit, I mean, you just think, does it bring something to Detroit? Like, I mean, there's a lot of people here for the weekend.
Definitely. It's a great place for everybody to meet. It's a central location, and you can meet all your friends from all over doing what you love.
And not bad ambiance. I mean, a nice place to stay here.
It's gorgeous.
Well, I don't want to tie any more of your day. Anybody you want to say hi to in the Fenton area or anywhere around Michigan?
Hi, Brian. Love ya.
Hi, Brian.
From Central Michigan. Woo, fire up chips.
All right, Central Michigan. There we go. We're going to let them get on with their day, and we will catch up with more from Youmacon 2015. I'm Jamie Hughes. We're back in just a moment. Thanks, guys.
Canine Stray Rescue is Oxford's own local dog rescue. Each year they take in hundreds of dogs and bring them into suitable homes. A certified nonprofit organization, Canine Dog Rescue strives to give pound dogs a new leash on life. To donate, adopt, or even volunteer, call them at 248-628-0435 or go to their website, dogsaver.org, and click on the Canine Stray Rescue League link.
You're watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford, Addison Township, and the village of Leonard.
Welcome back to Media Maniacs. I'm Russell Curry.
And I'm Jamie Hughes.
We review everything, and we're just
crazy enough to do it.
All right. What did you think of that YumaCon footage?
You know, I know it's old, but the thing is, we didn't get to use it all, and I thought it was kind of cool that we got to drop some of that in there. And I do have to tell you this, and I told you this privately before we started our show. My camera person was my son Blake, who does really good photography. And Blake was kind of trying to figure a way to cut me loose in regards to YumaCon for next year. He's like, you know, I think we ought to bring the other guy. And I go, you mean Russell? And he's like, yeah, he kind of gets it. And I went, well,
yeah,
can I still? Yeah, so I think you're going. I think you're going to go next year.
I would love to go, actually, but I've never been, and I very seldomly go down to Detroit, really. So I think it'd be fun.
I think you're employed for next year. Okay. I'm gonna have to cosplay somebody just to get in there. So I know the name. I know what to do now.
I might go there dressed up or something. I might do my penguin costume and interview people.
That would be entertaining.
Yeah, I think.
Do you have a penguin costume?
Yeah, I wore it for Halloween this year. I still need to improve a bit of it, but I need to get a better.
Well, you have
umbrella.
a little bit of time. It's not till next September.
October.
There you go.
So anyway, since we're getting on the geeky subject, we're going to do a review of the movie Man of Steel.
And it was a good movie. I liked it. I mean, it was not a movie. I know when you told me about it, and I'm like, you know, it's not a movie I probably would have went out and watched or got, and I went out and got it, and I had fun. Yeah. It was fun. I watched it on Sunday. Put it in the old. I mean, I like how you buy these things now. It's like I don't know if a lot of movies are like this, but you get like the three thing package. You can get I'm used to the DVDs, or you can get a Blu-ray, which we have. I found out we have a Blu-ray player at our house. Didn't know we had one.
Oh yeah.
We have a game system, so I guess that's a
PS3 has a.
I'm from the years gone by, and then they also have a digital download.
You can pop that on your computer and just watch it anywhere.
I'm gonna
you put it on your iPod and you just on a trip.
I'm gonna watch it even if I don't want to watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
Well, there you go.
So, anyways, this movie I noticed, like I said, Russell, I know you're gonna know a lot more about this than me because this is your type of thing. But I noticed a lot of famous movie actors mixed with TV actors of today, and it was a pretty entertaining story. A lot of action.
Yes, very much so. A lot of action, a bit of backstory on Krypton, but you know, even though I thought that kind of dragged out a bit at the
honestly,
beginning.
Okay, for somebody that didn't know nothing about it, I think you needed that, because it told me a story that. I mean, I remember the Superman of Christopher Reeve and General Zod and all those guys coming down just kicking some tail. Yeah. And actually, if you think about it, Zod was only trying to protect what he was told to protect, actually.
Well, yeah, and in this movie, he's trying to protect Krypton. But here's the thing: he's trying to terraform the entire Earth to make it Krypton and kill everyone on Earth.
But because he was genetically made to do that.
I understand that. I just think that it's just you have a noble purpose in life. But that's kind of a villainy thing to do, to destroy a whole world for your race.
I understand that, but that was kind of what the story within a story was all about. And that's what I got out of it was that, I mean, actually, you know, General Zod and the Russell Crowe, I'm going to forget. Jor-El, yeah. Yes. They weren't enemies. They were good friends, and they were, you know, they.
But the thing is funny, war separates friends, as you saw in the movie.
Like the Civil War, like anything else. You're right about that. I mean, I for a bit, I'm like, you know, I kind of like the Zod character, and then all of a sudden he went like left field, and everything started to go haywire. I mean, it had to have some type of conflict like that.
And this movie, I really enjoyed the kind of flashback thing, kind of showing Clark and his normal day life, and then flashing back to him in Kansas, back when he was in Smallville, like learning his powers. And
right, okay.
So I like that where they kind of show the origin. I like a nice origin story.
I think, I like the whole. It told if somebody that knew nothing about any type of Superman or superhero series, this one really explained it. Okay, it made it believable.
Yeah.
And
that's a great first step to the new movie coming out, Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice.
I will go see it. Okay, I wouldn't have gone and seen it before. I will go see it now. I don't like the idea of them getting in a fight, but I will go see it just to say I saw it.
But the reason why they're fighting, actually, they show. No, they actually. I watched in the trailer where it's like the first minute of the trailer for the movie, you see Clark Kent talking to Bruce Wayne at like a donation gala or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Clark Kent goes up to Bruce Wayne saying, "What do you think of the Bat Vigilante in Gotham?" And he says, Daily Planet talking about a person who's above the law and how bad he is kind of hypocritical, don't you think? Because every time you have this alien do something in your town, you write a Huff piece editorial about how great he is.
Right.
And so it's kind of, you already see them kind of fighting against each other, because Batman has his way of doing things, of like stopping crime before it happens.
Right.
Whereas Superman comes in afterwards, and at the last minute and saves everyone.
Right.
And even though, Batman being kind of that dark, evil character, where Superman, he's the Boy Scout, as everyone said in the DC Comics.
Well, and also,
but
Batman,
even though he could snap at any moment.
Batman doesn't have instilled powers, though.
No, but he's got a lot up here.
Well, you have a lot up there, but when you get right down to it,
he's a master strategist, great martial artist who learned many different arts across the world.
Sounds like you're defending Batman here.
Kind of, because I'm more of a Batman fan than a Superman fan.
I still think Superman could beat Batman.
Well, yes, unless...
That's like, do you think, Mighty Mouse could beat... I'm just kidding.
No, we're not going to go the whole Stand By Me thing.
Okay, I know. Oh, anyways, okay. I will go see it now. I'm just going to tell you...
My dad and I are going to go see it when it comes out in March.
I'm going to tell you, if you're not, before this thing, you told me about this, I never would have gone and saw this or rented it or whatever. Mm-hmm. Not a bad film. Go get it and enjoy it. It's really good. I mean, you'll see a lot of great actors. I mean, Kevin Costner. He actually plays a downtrodden. A figure that we always see Kevin Costner coming in and saving the day and doing whatever he does. Yeah. And this one, he plays a dad.
He plays Pa Kent. Yeah.
And Russell Crowe, what a great choice there. I mean, I was reminded of the Gladiator times when he was fighting up at Krypton. And and the one that. Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, as Perry White. I thought a lot of people kind of don't much care when they do race swapping in movies. I thought he did an excellent job as Perry White, and it wasn't Perry White was originally a old white guy with white hair and all this stuff, but then they swap in.
I don't think it makes any difference.
I really don't think so too. But a lot of people are like that. A lot of people don't like it when they do.
I honestly, I think they did a great job. And then another great actress from the '80s who played his mom on Earth with Diane Lane.
Yeah, Diane Lane. She did a great
job. They had a star-studded cast in this film that probably had to take a bit of a step back because they weren't all in the limelight, but they all did great with their character. I mean, I have to say Kevin Costner played the best supporting actor in that film. I'm going to have to say so.
Agree with
that. Because
one of my favorite scenes in there is shortly after there was a scene in the movie where Clark pulls a bus out of the lake and all that, and then Clark's talking to his dad, saying, "What was I supposed to do? Let them all die?" And he's like, "Maybe." He doesn't know what to do as a father because he's like, "I don't know how to raise an alien," type thing. Wow. So it's like and just to see him like that, and then showing Clark where he came from, the spaceship, and then he's like, "What, can't I go back to just being your son?" And he just grabs him. "You are my son." I love that. He was such a great supporting actor in that.
Great supporting. I mean, good job. I mean, again, one of these type of films that if you're not the kind that would probably watch something like this. I mean, there's a whole genre of people that will. Don't not watch it, okay? I mean, I'm going to tell you that I was very enticed to looking at this film. I'm glad you gave me the assignment to do it.
Yeah, I love the movie.
I will go see Batman versus Superman. Is it Batman? Who gets the first bill on that Batman?
It's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And that comes out March 13th, I believe.
Okay.
2016, and I'm going to be definitely going to see that. So anyway, that wraps up this episode of Media Maniacs. I'm Russell Courier.
I'm Jamie Hughes.
We review everything, and we're
just crazy enough to do it. Hope you're having a great new year.